Talking about a lot of coffee. I can put my whole face in this. I know. Ooh. Now, let's bring in Jimmy the Baker live via Skype, the original scratch baker, who's been scratch baking for how many years now, Jimmy?
We can't listen, David. Even if we do when I started when I was 5 thing, it's still like 40 years. I mean, I can't.
You've been scratch baking a long time. This is your pack up of 16 cakes, 3.8 ounces, and you get. You can either do all of the, or actually the combo. I think is it just the combo, or can you do the all one flavor?
You can do all of one.
All one flavor or combo. So we can do all cinnamon, all cornbread, or a combo of 8 and 8.
Correct. So but we got to a smaller size for a very good reason, and that's because over the past, I'm going to say year or two, got more and more calls, people saying, I would like you to make something smaller. We love the big 6.5, 7 ounce cake, but sometimes I don't want to be tempted by that much cake. So also what I heard was I'd like something less sweet, a little bit more savory. So on the cornbread side, this is a honey buttermilk cornbread. Now for Southerners like you, you're probably going to find this a little on the sweet side because Southerners, as I mentioned to you, when we did our polling and when we did our tasting, we did our baking, we did everything from Southern cornbread to Midwestern cornbread to Northeastern cornbread. So we just decided to go right down the middle and sweeten it with honey instead of lots of sugar, and also to get that tang from the buttermilk. This is big, coarse cornmeal. So this is a hearty cornbread, just under 4 ounces. So it's not too much, just enough to have for either with dinner, toasted, buttered, or just as a morning snack. It's perfect size.
Now, it's important to know we're going to be able to make this available for you in your choices, but I don't believe we have auto delivery on this. Is that right? Yeah, there's no auto delivery on this. So you want to order as many as you can, and these will last in the freezer how long, Jimmy?
What was that?
These will last in the freezer how long?
It'll last several months in the freezer, easy. They arrive to you ambient. Room temperature, that is. I get that question a lot. Are they arriving frozen? They are not arriving. None of my products arrive frozen. Everything is ambient, designed to bake, ship. You put it either in your refrigerator or your freezer. The freezer, I've had people up to a year tell me this stuff lasts just fine. So several months in the freezer, and then in the refrigerator, I'd say at least a couple of weeks. I've rarely had anybody call me and say it went bad. It might be eating quality difference, but a week or two. Look, if it's in your freezer for more than a few months, I haven't done my job. So I don't think it'll last that long, but longevity is not an issue.
All right. Now, these are the kinds of things that are baked in paper liners. Why is that?
Because as you can see, this particular piece of cake, this is our pudding cake, cinnamon crumb cake. And as you can see, the sides are very bright. They're not seared. If I bake this in a tin, like you did in the old days, sprayed a little release and put some batter in there, it would fry or even get crusty or a little bit crispy on the outside. So this solved the problem that I heard from the QVC customer. When we sold by sheets, people would call me up and say, I don't want any corner pieces. I don't want any edges. I just want all middles. So you can see that by using the cup, I can serve everyone like it's the middle piece. Plenty of crumb topping. And by the way, David, I don't know that you know that we're up in the Hudson Valley. I think you do know that, but Rick had come up for a broadcast in that facility, and what you're seeing there is how I balance handwork. That's our lemon curd going into the cake and being spread by hand, and the crumb topping on top. Again, more handwork because I want everything to look really, really homemade. I don't want everything to look the same. And all of those people that you see there, that's just off Route 84 as it cuts across New York State from Newburgh. A lot of hardworking people there, but the most important part of it is the people who inspect it, not that guy. That guy's just there probably eating, trying to grab a bite to eat. But those people right there at the end of the line, what I'm so proud of is those ladies will not pack that. If they wouldn't buy it or they wouldn't eat it, they won't pack it. They're the most frugal, stingy, QA people I could have. I'm just so proud of them because they're the ones who make sure what goes in that box is something we'll be proud of and you'll enjoy to eat.
Well, there are so many people jumping into our chat and wanting to be a part of the conversation. Laura, one of our regular chatters, is here. Sheila, Gwen, they all say hello to you, Jimmy. Ivy,
Hello, everybody.
Carolyn is here, one of our regular chatters. Southern cornbread isn't sweet at all. They make it homemade. Well, down south it's probably not sweet, but up north, a little sweeter. You may want to try it because it's sort of like dessert. I'm sorry, Jimmy?
One of the things about Southern cornbread, I think I may have related to you last time, that I found out is the reason, well, partly it's historical. You know, the cornbread was made on the farm. So they would take, you know, cornmeal and literally fry it up in the skillet with some bacon fat or something like that. So if you've got that flavor in your cornbread, then you're okay without the sugar. But the other part of it, we wanted to be able to slice it. So you could slice these right in half. You could throw some butter in a skillet. You could throw them down like you were making almost French toast or grilled cheese, and you could really toast these up. So one of the things we noticed about Southern cornbread, too crumbly to do that. We really wanted people to be able to slice it, toast it, butter it, eat it, and enjoy it, whether it's not for breakfast or it's even with a dinner or something like that. But we were trying to thread the needle on sweet.
Maybe you'll French toast it, Jimmy.
I think that's, you know, I think that's a great idea because there is buttermilk in this. There's really nice dairy notes in this. Maybe we aired on a little bit too much, but I love that because it cuts into the coarseness of the cornmeal. And by the way, we have a nice subtle vanilla in here as well. So I think you mentioned on one show that it kind of eats like a cornbread, a corn muffin as well. So if you love corn muffins, you're going to love these as well.
That's what makes it so special. Don't miss out on these, and you can choose 16 of all cinnamon, 16 of all cornbread, or do the combo and get 8 and 8. We are super excited to have you as a part of our show today as we bring a little afternoon coffee talk to all of our customers. Jimmy, nice to see you.
David, I'd love to see you come visit the bakery one of these days. I think you'd get a big kick out of it.
That would be a